How we doing? It's your boy Cugine. First podcast, growing up Italian, complete gentleman.
All right, there's only one way to start
Let's
this.
go, boys.
Yeah,
Guys, how we doing? Hey. Let's go.
Salud.
Hello,
DC, baby.
Hello.
Oof. I haven't had this in years, I'll be honest.
Listen, our family does not drink DCs. We drink diet decaffeinated, right?
Yeah.
Your pops always drinks
zero
diet
sugar. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Drinking water, basically. Basically water. It's nothing.
dirty water, if anything. But we are here with the one and only Cugine. Now, is this your first interview?
This is my first podcast, first open to the people. Figured, give my boy Sabino the first dibs. He's a gentleman, you got to do it.
I appreciate that coming from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, tell us a little bit about this journey. What made you want to start putting yourself out there, doing these food reviews, these meals?
Yeah. Happened in college, moved out, had to cook for myself. I said, screw it, let me just make a page just for me and my friends, a couple hundred followers, nothing big. And then TikTok came out, and you could just go viral just like this.
So, for the real Cugine fans, I want to say something. At first, you weren't even in the video. You were just filming what you were making.
Nobody saw my face.
Yes.
You still have those videos up?
Yeah, they're still
Oh,
on
they're
my
still up
Instagram.
there? On Instagram, not TikTok. Though, right?
Okay.
Oh, they're on
TikTok.
They are too? You gotta work for it. You gotta scroll a little bit.
Every content is all on Instagram.
Would you say things really picked up once you started showing yourself to everybody?
Yeah, that was when I got the confidence. I got behind the camera, and then, I don't know, it just happened overnight, kind of.
Do people ever say to you that you don't look like you sound?
Yeah, I get that all the time. I don't know what to tell you. This is how I sound. This is how I look.
They're being
Rob,
shams.
what do you think, like, when you hear his voice, what did you expect him to sound like?
No. And Kush, take no offense to this, obviously. If I'm on the phone with you and, hey, how you doing, you shem? It's your boy Kush. I would never expect you to look like the gentleman that you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With the golly-like hair,
Yeah, nah. I talk like a Gavone from, Bensonhurst.
Let's talk a little bit about, you grew up in Staten, Italy,
Born and raised, yeah.
and then you went to school upstate.
Went to school upstate and decided to stay.
And for a kid that loves having cured meats, mozzarella, and food with a lot of cholesterol, how is that going to
It's a scarcity up there. It's a sin. I got to drive like 30 minutes just to get a prosciutto sandwich. I mean,
you have to work for it.
I got to work for it. Forget it. The bread is the biggest problem, though, I got to be honest.
You can't find a good bakery up there?
No good bakeries. No good bread.
All right, whenever you come down here, it's no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
But what makes you stay there? Like, what's the reason?
It's nice. It's quiet. People actually say hello when you walk by them.
On Staten Island, they don't?
Nah.
Staten Island, they say, you're in my parking spot.
What do you think? You know who I am? Yeah, all right.
Do you know who my father is?
Yeah. He's a degenerate gambler.
Classic. I want to say one thing first because, this is your first real interview. And you've been brought up on another big podcast. And I just want to state that if anybody calls you Cug again, we might have to smack them.
Cug. It is Cugine, short for Cuge, or the other way around, whatever. It means cousin.
Yeah, exactly. For anybody that doesn't know the Italian language, Cugine basically means cousin. But Italians use that as like bro, like what's up, cuz, So Cugine's another way.
He's going to be everybody's cousin by the time he's finished.
Your sister's favorite cousin,
Your
basically.
sister's favorite, yeah.
So what I love about your content is that, you, first of all, the meals you make, absolutely ridiculous. You made the carbonara with guanciale and locatelli cheese.
Completely legit.
I knew he was a real one when he's using guanciale and not like bacon.
Or prosciutto. Some people use prosciutto.
Prosciutto. He even didn't even do pancetta. He went straight on guanciale.
Because some people use pancetta too, because it's easier to find. Guanciale is not easy.
Guanciale, I had to drive 45 minutes. Or TikTok, driving 45
By the
minutes.
time you got home, you weren't even hungry.
Yeah, nah.
So let me ask you: you did it for the TikTok? Like, if it was no TikTok, you would still use guanciale, or
Nah.
what would you do?
I don't even eat carbonara, to be honest with you, but that's like a legit
Listen,
meal.
the
I
people want it.
Yeah, the people
It's
want
heavy
it to
too.
see.
It's a heavy
definitely-
dish.
well, it's kind of like a bacon, egg, and cheese. It's got like the guanciale.
Yeah, I mean, you got all the ingredients.
Yeah,
It's a bacon and cheese with spaghetti. And I love when you made the chicken parm video, because you took the extra steps. Like, you assembled the beautiful sandwich, and then you even threw it in the oven like a gentleman.
Yeah, you got to get the little melty melt. It helps the cheese stretch. You got to do what you got to do. I mean, we're not chems over here.
Yeah,
And it was a salad, by the way.
It was
It was
Yeah, I was gonna
because it was
say.
organic.
It was
organic chicken, which is basically
It was
a
basically
salad.
a salad.
Yeah.
Because the chicken was grass fed.
Yes,
So
well,
it was basically,
yeah, you are what you eat. Something like that.
I don't know if it was that video, or the meatball video, but you made marinara sauce, and when you're making a sandwich, accidentally a little sauce
yeah.
got on your finger, and I saw.
Yeah,
I saw.
the braciole. I burned half.
Oh, it was the braciole one. So you basically.
I was like, hell, madone. I keep my cool though for the video.
Yeah, I know. Right after that, you were grabbing aloe. You were like this.
Yeah, another good one was when he was making the burger and the whole thing just flopped, bro.
Oh yeah, it's my life.
So, you take pride in making your sauce. So can you give us a little? You don't have us the whole thing.
Listen, I ain't giving away all my secrets, but start off olive oil, get the classy kind, go deep into your pockets. Then
What's a good brand? What's a good brand?
Honestly, I don't know. Whatever's from Italy. Just
Extra
buy
virgin.
Extra virgin, classy.
Don't be cheap with the olive
Don't
oil.
be cheap, no. And then just garlic. Just keep, when you think you got enough, throw more. We don't do onions because
What's the reason for it? You don't like the taste?
my mother never did onions, so I don't do onions.
Yeah.
You gotta,
Carrot? You don't do
Respectfully.
carrots? Some people
nah,
carrot.
I don't do that trifecta thing. Carrots, onions,
Celery?
celery, nah.
So you just do
For some
garlic,
sauces, I do.
olive oil, and tomatoes.
Yeah.
To start, to start is the olive oil and the garlic, right?
Yeah.
You slice the garlic thin or like
Yeah.
little.
Or you put the whole cloves.
Depends what I'm doing. Some
Depends the mood. Because I seen you put cloves in the chicken parm sandwich.
I
Huh?
like to.
You were a
like,
nut with that.
when I fry the cutlets, you just throw the whole clove in
That's
there.
that's what you do. Yeah.
And then you just eat the whole clove. It's like
Vampire.
it's a vitamin.
So I notice from knowing Kuj for some time, we hung out a couple of times, but you actually come from a culinary background. You're not just some schmuck that wants to cook to get popular on TikTok. You actually worked
Yeah,
in the
worked in
kitchen.
the kitchen.
Yeah, you
Now,
could
do
tell
you-
though. You could tell.
Do you like working in a kitchen?
It's definitely you're built for it. You just can't do it. You are it.
Because family business food, I hate 10 hours just slinging food.
It's definitely a grind.
You go home smelling like what you're cooking.
Yeah, my mother would be like, "Yeah, this smells like oil. What do you want from me?"
So this smells like chicken cutlets.
It's a
But-
good smell though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, nah, can't go wrong.
Yeah, would you ever open a restaurant though, like Meals
I
by
don't
Cug
know.
for real?
That's like a headache, to be honest. I'd rather just review restaurants. I mean,
It's a lot of work.
Could be
a lot
down
of
the line,
work.
right?
It's very risky, but yeah, maybe down the
When,
line.
when did you get your passion for cooking though? Did you just was it when you went to school that you started cooking for real?
Yeah, that's when I really started cooking. I always liked food, though. Always, helped out in the kitchen, bread and cutlets for my mother. But really, when I went to school and had to fend for myself, that's when I started cooking. And little by little, you start picking up tricks here and there. And then it's basically just all YouTube, to be honest. People are like, where'd you learn to cook? YouTube. Everything's on there.
It's crazy.
Yo.
The power of YouTube. Bro. I learned a lot of things from
he
YouTube.
told me so much about YouTube too because we started from the ground up, and shouts to my cousin Rocco, but everything you see through growing up Italian is all him.
It's homemade,
And
baby. That's
he's
homemade.
he's learning himself because even editing the podcast, we didn't know how to do this. And this kid, I give him a lot of credit because he literally goes on YouTube and finds out a way. Like me personally, when I want to build this table on YouTube, you could find it, IKEA table, whatever. You can find a video of it on YouTube. I just skip to it to try to see all right, let's get to the point. He has the
Yeah.
patience to really sit down and do it.
Yeah, I don't have patience, to be honest. I do.
No, neither do I.
But that's the thing, though. You don't follow no recipes. You know, Italians they don't even go. All right, half a spoon of sugar. You're not doing that, right? You're going a little. Yeah, exactly.
Whatever you want it. You know, if you want it very garlicky, just add a lot of garlic. It's kind of you like it salty. Sprinkle some salt.
You are the Salt King, though.
Yeah, but I use like the kosher salt.
So it's basically non-sodium.
Yeah, it's sour. It's like the least saltiest salt. The salt I use is like what most people use in restaurants.
Okay.
So like you could
I thought sea salt was like good or healthy.
Sea salt is the thick one, though.
And then the Himalayan salt, you know.
Himalayan, yeah.
Pink salt, too.
The flaky salt.
But
that's good to finish.
That's a little high class, you know.
We're not billionaires, you know? We're not billionaires yet. Yo, tell us a little bit about the journey so far, though. Like, did you ever think it would get this far? Like, honestly.
Nah,
because you're not even at your peak yet, in my opinion. I think
not even close.
You got so much more to go. But, like, so far, I think you've had a hell of a ride. I mean, you've accumulated a bunch of fans, followers. Tell us a little bit about how
it's been crazy. I mean, well, for one video, and then I was like, you know what? Let me see if I could keep doing this.
Which was that video that really...
It was this Deli Rossi's.
Yes,
I love that place.
The circle sandwich. Shout out to Rossi's. If I come upstate, I'm going to try
the
that.
gentleman up there. I was just eating one of their sandwiches, and I was like, let me review it. Turns out everyone loved it. So I'm like, let me keep it going. Started doing reviews. And then I always had those cooking videos. Mm-hmm. So I started doing more cooking videos. People love those. And that's really just kind of by luck, you know? It wasn't really...
Listen, I got to give you, you're very unique. You know, there's not somebody out there that's like, oh, this guy looks like Cugine. Nah, Cugine is Cugine. You know what I mean? Nobody's seen a personality like that.
Yeah. So that know me, they know this is the real me. I mean, there's nothing to it. This is my accent. This is how I act. This is how I talk.
Yeah, and everybody asks me, like, obviously they see us hanging out. Yeah. They say, yo, how's Cugine? Like, is he really like that? I'm like, bro, the way you see him behind the camera is 100% the way he is in person.
This kid's got so many people like messaging me about him too. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you, bro. It's like it's not easy doing what you're doing. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, he's just behind the camera. It's so easy." Yeah, there's some days where you definitely don't feel like doing anything. You know?
Yeah, it's definitely stressful, especially putting out content every day. It's a lot of pressure. People are just like, you're just talking, but it's like now people
you want to do something different.
Yeah, right. People expect something of me, so I'm like, I want to, treat everyone.
What's the craziest messages you got from fans? Like,
oh God,
did they say something like, you changed my life. I could look forward to your videos.
People are like, I'm always down and out, but I see your videos. It just makes my day. And I'm like, when I see that, I'm like,
gotta keep going.
That's why it keeps me going. People just.
Do you get recognized in the streets?
Every day. I can't even. I go to the grocery store. Gosh. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to grab some tomatoes and get out of here. But let me get my DC in peace,
Speaking of DC,
is
it a real love thing or explain this? I saw it to everybody that's watching this. If you're not see the DC video, I don't even know why you're here.
Cugine, it's 4 a.m. I see this comment. I'm like, yo, I need a fresh DC. So I head to the gas station like a gentleman. Fresh.
But you literally were in your car 4 a.m. and you're in the car.
It was legitimately 4 a.m.
And you just woke up or you just getting home?
No, I just woke up. And that was actually a buddy of mine who made that comment. So I'm like, shit, I kind of want a DC, to be honest. So get dressed, drive down to the gas station. I'm like, let me see if I can do a video. Why not? Do the video. I'm like, I'm not going to post it. I'll just send it to my buddy. That's it. It's like, fuck it. Let me post it. I post it. Boom. Everyone and their mother, DC. Now, everyone just calls it DC now. I think I'm starting a trend, but it's diet, though, so it's healthy. So I'm starting a healthy trend.
But also with DC, when you're eating these fattening foods with a lot of cholesterol, DC kind of equals it out. It balances out, So like when you're eating these fried chicken cutlets, the DC's like, hold on, body, it's okay.
Smoothing the arteries, you know?
Yeah. Nice cardiac arrest. Don't worry about it. We'll be all right.
Oh, this is great. I can honestly talk about this all day, but I wanted to say, if someone from Coca-Cola, because that's who owns Diet Coke, if they call Cuja's people, what's the number that it would take to get you?
You know what? I'd actually be honored if they want me to sponsor them. I don't think there's an actual
For them to sponsor you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, wink, wink.
But I don't think there's a real number. I think, cash, obviously. Uncle Sam, he ain't getting a cut of this. But, yeah, there's no real number. It would be cool, though. A little DC.
What about it's just because we're talking about DC, and I feel like it's so big in your content, like the video of you eating cannolis in a robe, and then opening the can of DC.
Yeah, I mean, now like DC, every time I post a video, people want the DC. So as much as possible, I just try to like get it in there. I mean, usually cannolis go with coffee, but
DC's the same thing.
DC, it's got caffeine.
It's basically the same. It's basically an espresso. Now, how much DC are you running through a week? Like, I mean, are you drinking it when you're not doing these videos?
Nah, to be honest, I like DC. Like, that is my go-to soda. I usually, before this fiasco, it was like one a week. I would try to limit.
Well, only when you're eating really fattening, you would.
Yeah. I was like, let me even it out. But now it's like I keep it in my fridge at all times for just people love Cameo.
For content
so
purposes.
I gotta have the DC.
So every camera you pop up with another one?
Yeah, absolutely. It's DC's for you.
So for everybody listening, how much are you on Cameo as of right now?
Right now I do $50.
That's fair.
Yeah, not bad.
You're doing a good amount?
Yeah, I do about 10, 15 a week. Not too shabby.
That's good.
Yeah.
So now for everybody listening, you're all in on Meals by Cug.
Yeah.
You're not working right now. You're retired.
I retired.
You're the youngest retired chef of all time. Let's give him a round of applause for that. So you're full time Cameo. You got merch now too.
We do have some merch coming out.
What I love about what you're doing is that I've seen how you operate with the merch, and when I was talking to you about merch, you're like, yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna do. They'll know. Like, you're like, yo, my fans are gonna know when the merch is available. I'm like, you're not gonna post a picture of you, shirts available. And you're like, no. But I guess we could like pretty much announce that it is official.
It is official.
That you can go to your bios.
Mealsbycug.com. Got a couple of T-shirts. I have a couple more coming out by the end of the year.
Should we show them one and one?
Yeah, which one you want?
Let's show them. Okay. Well, they're right there. One Cug's Kitchen, and then Meals by Cug. Might as well show them,
So we got this one I usually wear when I'm cooking. Not too many people know. It's got your sister's favorite meatballs on the back. She said that, not me.
Oh, my God. That is classic.
Obviously, Casa del Cug and the classic Take Care
Brush, yeah.
Because these meatballs look crazy. They don't look like meatballs.
Nice.
They look like different kind of balls.
Nah, they're meatballs. They gotta be.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Talk to us about this madone scale a little bit.
Madone. So madone is like Jesus Christ. Oh my God. So it's out of 5 because I can't count to 10, and it's basically if it gets over a 7, it's a quality meal. Go check them out. Below a 5, sell their stock.
Forget about
average,
Yeah.
below average.
Yeah, 5 is solid. 6 is decent. Anything over like a 9 is like oof. You got to check that.
Have you ever give 10?
I gave 10.
You gave like a 12, but you didn't give a 12, did you?
Bro, how high does the scale go?
It goes to the
ceiling, to the
Forget
moon.
about it. Yeah, there's no scale.
Madone's to the moon.
I don't see the moon.
That should be a crypto.
Bro, yo, where did the Madones come from? Like, out of 5, though, why?
I don't know. All my content's just improv. So I was eating a sandwich and I was like, this is like a 5 out of 5 Madones. I was like, oh, that's good. Let me try it.
And I'm sure your fans liked it too when you said that.
So I was like, let me incorporate that a little more. And now it's just one of the many things we say.
For those of those that aren't from Staten, Italy, aren't from Brooklyn, aren't from Queens, we're going to go one by one.
Really?
And you'll explain.
Yeah,
And I'll try to chime in.
Yeah. All right, cool. So, like Sabino said, Italian-American slang. What does the word mouchard mean?
Mouchard is like mushy. You don't feel well. Like if you cook macaroni too long, it's mouchard. It's you don't
That's a
feel
perfect
good.
example.
Yeah, perfect.
You're mushy.
Now, pasta got to be al dente.
Yeah,
no?
yo, come on. I saw somebody make a 1-pot pasta the other
That's
day.
gross.
Like, bro,
Falls apart. What are we doing?
pasta soup at that? Like, what is that? I don't know.
Might as well throw it in the blender at that point.
Yeah, for real. All right, cool. Next one, gavon.
Gavon. That just means you're gluttonous. You eat a lot, which I do. I know it doesn't look like it, but believe me, I could definitely pound down. I ate a whole pie the other day. That video I did,
That's
The
very
entire pie.
That's very Gavone like.
Which one? Which video?
The A pizza where I was eating the super side.
You eat the whole slide, the whole day?
The whole pie.
Where do you put it?
That was your breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Yeah.
My God.
That's all you ate the whole day, though.
And 3 a.m. snack, too.
What was it, 3 a.m. snack? Oh, the pizza.
Yeah,
the last slice.
The last slice. It was looking at me in the fridge. I said, how are you?
All right, who's next one? What's shkivets? What does that mean?
It means like you're gross, you're classless, you're a slob.
All right, next one. Who's
What
going?
we doing over here?
The disgraziat.
Disgraziad, you're a disgrace. I mean,
This is a big insult, bro.
apparently it is a big insult. I mean, I didn't really know that up until a few moments ago.
Don't say this to my mom. You know, she'll be offended.
Yeah, some people can take that one to heart. But if you're seeing it in a video, it's all love. But if you look at me and you're serious, like, yo, look at this disgraziat. Like, I'm not going to laugh at that one. You know,
Rock's going to be hurt.
that's when we go to the back, Kush.
Call mine, get the back.
All right. Kush, what's a stroons?
Stroons. Basically means you're an asshole, stupid. Hey, Stroons, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stop picking your ace.
But yeah, I agree 100%. One of my favorites, miserable.
Miserable. Miserable, obviously. You know, there's a bunch of miserables out there that hate their job. Do yourself a favor. Quit your job. Or what do you want me to tell you? Stop being a miserable.
Making my life miserable, too. All right, last one. Shangat.
Shangad. Oof, that's tough. That's almost like a miserable, but in a different sense. I'm Shangad today. That picture's a little Shangad. Like, it's a little off. It's Shangad. You know?
Yeah.
Shanghai is like something that's off. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like if someone's like hungover, like I feel Shanghai.
Yeah. I like crooked. I feel like that's the
Yeah,
best
it's
way
cookie.
to-
Yeah.
Like you're a little, you know?
Cool. It's that time of the show.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna put you on the hot seat.
All right.
Overrated, underrated, perfectly rated. DC's.
DC's underrated. Everyone should be drinking a DC a day. I mean, the fountains, instead of water, they should put DC. It literally says diet. I mean, it's healthy. What do you want from me?
Iced coffee.
Iced coffee. I think that's perfectly rated. I mean, I could go for a nice iced coffee. I mean, in the summer, nothing like it. A bunch of maniacs drink iced coffee.
Because there's people that need to drink iced coffee every day. Before,
12-degree weather, they're drinking iced coffee. What are you doing? Get a real cup of coffee.
I agree 100%.
Being that you're a TikTok star, it segues to this next one. Bang energy drink. Overrated, underrated, perfectly rated.
We're going to go with overrated. I mean, it's just energy drink. Drink a coffee or a Diet Coke. It has caffeine. There's no reason to be drinking Bang Energy. That shit literally, it causes cancer. There's no way that doesn't cause cancer.
It's not good for the heart.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely not good for the
I agree with all three of those that you just said.
Just hit down the
100%.
head. Rock, you want to
All
do the next questions for him?
All right, Kush. Round 2. Overrated, underrated, perfectly rated. All right?
All right.
First one, bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese. I think that's perfectly rated. Everybody knows bacon, egg, and cheese, top of the line. New York, that's the essential breakfast. You get that with $1 Arizona. You can't go wrong.
That's the iconic.
You guys salt, pepper, ketchup, Coos? Or is,
So salt, pepper, ketchup. If I'm feeling a little frisky, I might do a little
hot
hot
sauce. Yeah. Sometimes a little different flavor, you know,
little
for the
something,
fourth time of the week. All right. Next one, New York City pizza.
Underrated.
Underrated. Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Because, I don't know, people are telling me Chicago pizza is good. We got pizza out in Connecticut now. What is that
yeah.
nonsense?
You saw that clip, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, New York City slices or go scratch your ass, all right?
All right. Last one, New York cheesecake.
Overrated. Not a big cheesecake kind of guy. I mean, if you're going to go for a dessert, go for a cannoli, go for a Sfiadel. New York cheesecake, they're solid. Done right, they're phenomenal. But, you know, a lot of people don't do them right. They cheap out on the cream cheese. No good. No bueno.
Again, 3 for 3, in my personal opinion.
Coos, it was great having you. Anybody that's checking us out, make sure to buy one of his shirts, you know. We're trying to get a couple of dollars for him.
Be a gentleman or a gentlewoman.
Follow him on TikTok. Watch him on Instagram. He's all over.
Goosh.
Take care. Brush your hair.